Welcome. I'm Stevie C, and this is my journey across Asia and the Middle East as we have begun to branch out on our journeyman save. We've been ourselves 3 years in Laos, 3 years in Mongolia. We now find ourselves in Jordan and thoroughly enjoying ourselves, I might like to add, because things are going exceptionally well, as you can see from the league table. We currently sit top of the league. We are only topped by 1 point, but because Ma'an FC, Ma'an SC have 32 points. They have played a game more than us, though, so the potential is there for us to skip a little bit further ahead of them. But we can safely say that things are going very well. We would like to create a bit more separation between ourselves and third and fourth place because realistically, we've got to try and keep ourselves in the top two for the duration of this season. We are exactly halfway through our games. Some of the teams have stepped over that halfway mark now, but yeah, things are looking very healthy. If we were to win our game in hand, which I think is the game today against Al-Arabi, if we were to win that, we would be on 36 points, 4 points clear of Ma'an, and Dokura would be 6 points clear of. Good maths there. I'm sure you'll appreciate that. If we were to look at our form, we have been in exceptional form. Just one draw in the last goodness knows how many matches, and 3 draws overall. But there was an 8-game winning streak that we held before we played Dokura, who, of course, you've already seen, third in the league, doing pretty well. And I think we can be quite happy that we've managed to keep ourselves ahead of them. So if you do tune in from the Middle East, marhaban, nice to see you. Kaifa haluk, I hope you are well. And here we are. We in our last 3 games, we managed to pull off some pretty big wins. Sama, who are a smaller team in the cup competition, we got a comfortable win against them 5-1. With that man, Badman, Yambugin, Purev scoring 2 of the goals. Aquaman with 2, and Saif Bani Yassin also scoring. Now, Purev has actually travelled with us from the previous team, BCH Lions, in Mongolia. So he is a little bit of a legacy player within this journeyman save, and I'm really happy to have him along. I'm really pleased with how well he's playing. If we click on his personal tab, and if you look, he's got 5 goals in the league and 3 assists in 8 starts and 4 substitute appearances. Now, the substitute appearances were literally like 15 to 10-minute spells, so not really in those games am I worried about the fact that he didn't score any. In the cup, he's scored 4 goals in 2 games. So overall, 10 appearances, 9 goals, 4 assists. Very player, vying for the same position, who did get an injury, which is the only reason that Purev got the run he got. But it's this man, Ayman Ghazi. Ghazi, yeah. Thought I said it wrong then. Ayman Ghazi. And he is not massively loaded up on the stats, but his sort of like mentals are absolutely fantastic. And, you know, he's got good jumping reach, acceleration, pace, off the ball's very good. And then these are all just sort of like passable, really. But he's done okay. If you want to see our tactic, it is for the second club running. If I can find where tactics are. I could go to the shortcut, but I always forget to. So if you look at our tactics, it is realistically a strikerless, just like we had in our previous save where we had this tactic, which was strikerless. We do also have a more cautious approach with a target forward. That is specifically for when we want to play our big young lad. We've got a 16-year-old, 6'5", could even grow taller. He's only 16. The only thing I'd say with him is that he's not very mobile. So we are trying to work training-wise to get him a little bit more a little bit more involved in the game because he'll come deep and play a nice layoff, and then takes him about 5 minutes to get into the box from there. We have got a little bit of an injury issue as we come into our first game. Al-Arabi, probably our best defender, has picked up an injury. So he's going to have to come off. I'm looking at the options for who we bring in. And Ahmed would have been the choice, but he's injured also. Not very helpful. So we'll get the only two players who are not injured into the team, and then we'll just look at the rest of the team to make sure we're happy with where we are. So Ghazi is getting a little bit of game time out in the centre midfield. But whether that will last for too long, I do not know. We're just playing him a little bit out of position so that we can keep Purev, who is doing so well, in the team. We do want to see both of them flourish, so we don't want them to be stagnating on the bench for too long. Both very young players. So 18 years old Ghazi, 19 years old Purev. So they've both got time to improve. If you look at Purev, his stats not necessarily great in his technical attributes, but they're all just sort of like okay. But he just seems to have an intelligence in the game which gets him into positions where he can't miss, and so he might not look like a great player, but he's doing some great things at this level, and for that, I'm quite happy to play him. I would rather have him scoring goals than looking pretty on the attribute front. So let's get to our first game. Just readjust my chat position so that we can see what's going on. Okay, so here we go. Like we said, we're against Al-Arabi, who are a mid-table team. So hopefully we can produce a victory. I just wanted to check on who we've got as our wingers at the moment, inside forwards. I think I might bring Aquaman on for no flow. Not because one is better than the other. I think they're both very much a muchness, to be honest, but we don't want Aquaman getting too disgruntled about not playing. No Flow is a good player, and he's certainly somebody who we can bring on. But Al-Arabi is definitely one of the stars of the team. So that is why we definitely want to see him in the team to start with. So we'll offer them plenty of encouragement. We want to keep this run going. Always a bit sceptical when we've restarted the game. But if we can produce a few more wins, I'd start to believe that we are definitely on for this. Seems very slow. We'll just check the speeds. Why has that changed? I think that has changed for some reason. I don't know why. But we'll put the adjustment back to 1.25. As Al-Majali, not normally the right back. He's just getting a little bit of game time there. It's not really a position he can play, but he can play wing back, so that's close enough. Well, we've conceded a corner from the off. I mean, that is quite literally why you put somebody on the post. Oh, look, because we want to see what the problem was, we're not going to get to see, because the replay is not going to show it. So if it's not going to show it, there's no point watching it. So a little bit of a stitch up from FM there. I would like to see why the player on the post wasn't getting in the way of that shot. So Al-Arabi with a free kick in a dangerous area, almost like a corner, goes to the far post. We have a player pushed over and a penalty is given. We might get a little bit of a reprieve here if we can stick this penalty in. It is Aquaman with the penalty. And he slots it home, no problem. And the guy who we put in at the last minute has provided us with the opening goal. It's 1-1. It's all square again. So we've started in quite dominating fashion with the chances, but possession-wise, Sarria have actually held the ball quite well. Another dangerous free kick for us. Al-Khatib will take it. And he goes for goal, and he finds the top corner. This is all about set pieces today, isn't it? We've had a corner goal, a penalty goal, and now we have a free kick goal. The full set in the first half hour of the game. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Beautiful finish as well. So a goal kick, which Al-Arabi wins the header, and Ghazi plays the ball out to Majali. Khatib. Ghazi. Bani Yassin. Purev. Al-Arabi. Al-Arabi goes for goal and nearly chips the goalkeeper there. And we'll have another corner. Probably won't get to see it, but... So there we go, we hit half-time, and we have a 2-1 lead, but it's not looking completely secure. They have only had 2 shots on target and managed to score with one of them. Admittedly, it was from very close out, so we can't be too disgruntled with that. I think I'd like us to be a little bit more deadly in front of goal. A little bit like them, you know, every 2 or 3 shots get a goal. That would be the dream. But instead, it's taking us sort of like 1 in 6, 1 in 7 as an average. You know, even when we won 5-1, I think we had 35 shots in the game. So we're into the last 10 minutes. We probably should look at making some subs, but everybody does seem to be reasonably fit. As we've headed the ball clear, this ball is coming back in, and this is an opportunity for Sarria. The ball is punched ahead and then chipped over the bar. And I think we got away with one there. That could have been quite dangerous. I've just realised something here. We've been playing the wrong tactic. It's no wonder that we're not doing very well. I was showing you the tactics, I forgot to change it back out. It's no wonder that Purev's not been doing very well. He's not a striker, and he's certainly not a target forward. Oh, wait there, we scored. Where did that come from? Issam Al-Rawabda, from another free kick, has managed to slot home from about 2 yards out. Yassin with the free kick. We watch what happens. Who wins the header? It's Al-Arabi wins the header, and Rawabda with a nice little finish And that is the game, surely. You'd be disappointed to throw it from here. But who knew we were playing the wrong tactic all that time? But Dave hit the post. That was close. And I think that is going to be time. And we'll take that very well. Okay, so. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Leave the match. So, my daughter has just cooked me a wonderful tea. So, I'm just going to go on holiday to the next game. I don't normally do that, but I'm going to go on holiday to the next game and we'll pick it up from there while I just go and collect my tea. So, I'll be back in just a minute. But let's get this on holiday first. Better give our Labsy a bit of praise. He was superb in the game with everything that he did, to be honest, and we're 15 unbeaten now. In League and Cup, we have not been beaten since we joined the club. We might have lost a friendly, I can't remember, but we definitely have started in a real honeymoon period that has lasted on and on and on. But in the league, 15 times we've won or drawn. So let's get ourselves on holiday and then I'll be back for the next match, which it looks like is a couple of weeks anyway. So, and we'll see what bad news the messages bring when we get back from holiday. So next match, confirm. Be back in a sec. Wow, wow, wow. Hey, Sylvia, it's great to see you. Apologise that I was hiding when you first popped in and said hello. I appreciate you saying hello. So my daughter has just made me some homemade chicken burgers. So quite excited to eat them. I will turn my camera off while I'm eating, just so that you. I don't want to put you off your tea. So we're heading through to the next game that we play, and it is going to be quite an important one in terms of the match because I believe it's against the team that is in second place. If we can get a draw in that game, I'll be more than happy. So I'll try and remember to put the camera back on, but while I'm eating, I thought it'd be better just to switch it off for you. So let's head to these messages. Oh, that's on the wrong thing, not controlling the game. So, in terms of our worst performers in terms of training, we're not doing too bad. 6.40, is just about passable. I wouldn't say it was they're doing well, but if they're the worst guys, then that's not too bad. So I don't think that youth intake looked particularly good, did it? Let's have a look, see if we've got any greens. Not a single green. So look at that. That is a nightmare. So I don't think we'll be able to rely on the youth this season. You never know. There might be a surprise in there, but as it stands, it doesn't look good. Ah, Mohammed's injured. Hopefully, it's not bad. It's just say only 2 days. Well, I'm not sure how long ago we had the message. 7th. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be back. Al Hasnat's injured as well. What are our defenders doing? They're all injured. And now Aimer Hamad is injured. Just remind me, what position does he play? He's a goalkeeper. And he's going to be out for quite some time as well. So Hassan Ahmed is back, and we may have to play him, but I don't know what to say about this. There's so many injuries to defensive players. Well, Al Hasnat is back, so that's something. And Ahmed, I think we'll give them half each. I think that is the way to do it. Qualder is looking like he's coming back, but obviously we've got Al Adwan is out for still another 2 to 4 weeks, so he's going to be a while too. So we've got the bots out to visit us today, have we? So we'll get rid of the bots. Appreciate those of you coming onto my stream. You are awesome. Trying to find my activities. I've lost them. That gives me a warning when somebody follows me. I don't get it otherwise, but I'm not seeing it. Oh well, we'll have to keep going. But if you do follow me, let me know in the chat because I can't see it. So, but yeah, we've had one visitor today in Sylvia, and I appreciate that. So we've got um, where's that keeper who got injured? Oh, it must be one of the. I thought it was Abu Hassim. So I got to replace Hassim anyway, even if it's not him uh, who's injured, because Sokan's missed quite a few games now, but he is actually our best keeper. So he's had a good run out to the side. Let's hope he can come back and be quite good. And we'll put Mansour back in. We'll keep Al-Absi and Aquaman on for today, and No Flow will possibly get in for the next game. We'll just have to wait and see. We do need to put ourselves on the right tactic this time, though, because that is very important. Can you believe it? I played nearly a whole match. It's a good job we actually won. So off we go. This is probably our biggest game of the night, I think. Hopefully we can come out of it with at least a draw. So, not the best of starts. We've actually fallen behind in quicker time than in the last game, and I didn't think that would be possible. So Hassan played to Adnan. Adnan swung in the cross. And it was Hassan again who got on the end. So in fairness to them, a well-worked goal between the two of them. But our defence was pretty poor, it's got to be said. So we managed to equalise, and it's come through that man again. Badman Yambugi Puev. And we are back in this game. It came from a throw-in. Probably the only set piece we didn't score from last game. And Al-Absi had taken the shot. I can't see whether that was a defender or the keeper. I think it was a defender. Sort of flicked it out with his leg, and Purev was waiting to pounce for yet another goal. So I think that's 10 goals for the season now for the bad man. Badman Purev. Al-Absi's won a header there. Purev didn't win the ball, but it does send Aquaman through. And he should have done a little bit better, if we're honest. Along the ground into the corner would have been a better go. So we've won the ball back. In defence, Khatib comes forward. Ghazi. Al-Absi. Back to Khatib. Khatib with the long ball forward. Purev. Plays Aquaman through. Goes for the dink when he had all the time in the world. A little bit rushed. So another throw in. This is how we scored last time, but from the opposite side. Benny Yassin and Aquaman, and we have done it again. An assist for the bad man, Purev, and Aquaman slots it home. I think we're going to drop to balance because it is still a close game, even though we are winning. So half time. So we did say that we'd go half and half with. Where has he gone? I put him on the bench. I swear I did. So unfortunately, our unfit defender is going to have to play the whole game because I forgot to put him on the bench allegedly. So Bani Yassim's having a bit of a low game for him. I would like him to improve. We'll have to see how we start on the second half. We are holding on to the ball very well against this team. Though they're playing a very attacking game. So perhaps that's why we're able to control possession. Yassin did a lovely little backflip there. So it's the 51st minute of the game. Yassin and Khatib. El Beita's made a superb overlapping run. Squares the ball to Purev, and that was as close as it gets to Purev getting his second. So apparently my camera's been on all this time. There I was running around naked and everything, and my camera was there. How weird is that? Right, so excellent result, brilliant win. What can we say? That was probably the win that puts us in prime position for promotion. I can't believe we're saying that just two games after the halfway stage of the season. I mean, really does set us in a good position, doesn't it? 16 unbeaten. Of course, it's a cup game, so it's not going to show us a league when we wanted to see it. But look at that, 7 points clear at the top. Frustratingly, Al Saham are performing well enough to make it 7 points clear of third as well. Because it would have been nice to have had 9 points on third place, wouldn't it? So we've got 7 days until the next match. So let's get some spacebar clicking going. Apparently, we've spent some money by doing so well. Trying to work out what I was controlling then. Make sure I wasn't kicking my streamer. So, Al-Arabi, what has he got? £370 for reaching his target of 15 combined league goals and assists. I mean, to do that in half a season, mate, is absolutely fantastic. So, our assistant manager is wanted by Decora. We'll get 2,700 in compensation if he goes. Apologies for that, a bit of a dog emergency. So, all sorted now. Still 5 days away from that blooming game as well. So, Majali is called up to the international duty, which is hilarious, really, because he's a bit of a spare part in our team. And yet he's playing at an international level, despite being a Second tier teams reserve player. I mean, I can't understand it. If Al-Arabi must surely be international quality if he is. Three days to go till the JFA Cup, the Jordanian FA Cup. We're gonna win the cup. We're gonna win the cup. You're never gonna believe us. You're never gonna believe us. You're never gonna believe us. We're gonna win the cup. Beginning to wonder how good these players are in this system for the Pro League as well. So, who is this team that we're playing? So, if we get through, we would be playing either Ittihad, who, unless it's a different Ittihad, would be in our league, and an Ada Club. Ada Club, who are they? So, they are a professional team in our division. Ittihad are not even in our division. So it's not the same ones, and it's not even a top team. So who's this team we're playing then? Are they? Oh, they're in. Oh yeah, they're in the Pro League. So this is a good test for us, really. We probably aren't favourites for this, and so really our target has got to be just to try and keep it as close as possible. I think we've already exceeded expectations in the cup. So I don't think we can get too many complaints if we get knocked out in the 8th finals. So no float can have a game today. Anybody looking tired? No. So Ahmed, we must put you on the bench. Kwamalo, unfortunately, you're the one who's going to miss out from that respect. So I think that's it. That's what we're going to do for the team. And we'll go to match. Maybe we should start a little bit more cautious. I don't know, because I'm not 100% sure on this team that we're playing against. They may be very good compared to us. Oh, we've obviously lost our assistant manager and I missed it. So I've now got to make up my own. So I've gone for the underdog card. If we lose, then hopefully we won't be too disappointed. So we are at home. That is something. So we've actually started off with reasonable amount of shots, but I'm going to drop it to balanced. And as we do so, we get our first highlight. It looks at the moment to be going their way, but it could easily change, and it has. Ghazi to Purev. Purev plays the ball through. That is a superb pass. Defence splitting pass, and Al-Arabi gets the ball, slots it home. So Purev with the assist, and he continues his fantastic form for the club. I mean, who says that? These attributes mean everything. Nice little finish from Al-Arabi. Already got his bonus for doing so well with goals and assists. He certainly put us in the driving seat for this match against a team in a higher division. And it does make me think that maybe we don't have to make too many changes even when we get promoted. If we continue playing like we are, there's no question we'll be promoted. But, you know, there's always that turnaround of form just round the corner, so we've got to be careful. No flow, picks up the ball, plays it back to Yassine, gets it back himself, and Yassine with a shot that was close. We are looking good in this game. I mean, these players must be wondering what's hitting them at the moment. So a free kick, which is still bouncing around, and Ghazi goes for the long shot, but it was just over. So that's a nice lead at half-time. I think we can safely say that we're pleased. Energy-wise, everybody looks okay, so we'll give it another 15-20 minutes, and we'll check on how everyone's doing, how the game's going. Just wake me up when we're there. I mean, this season has just gone ridiculously well. Our target was to finish top half of the league, and we are just absolutely walking it at the moment. Oh, Ghazi commits a foul. A little bit soft in my opinion, but dangerous free kick. Kowalda, but not our Kowalda, swings in the ball. We head it away. Now Al-Khatib brings it out. He's got one player with him who's just run into a lovely offside position. That is Purev. He's now got himself back onside. The cross to no flow. Purev's still there, looking for the ball. Will he get it to him? It nearly came to him anyway. But he did take the shot, no flow, whereas if he'd have pulled it back, he might have stood a better chance. Al-Arabi charging through, but the keeper was able to get there first. Or at least we assume, because the highlight finished at that moment. But I think this is looking really good. I think we're going okay, aren't we? So we've intercepted the goal kick and bring it forward again. Ghazi, Al-Arabi. Purev through. Purev. Oh, that would have been his 5th goal in the cup. But he stabbed it over the bar. He's having a good game, no Purev. And no flow has picked up an injury. That's a bit of a pain. He was doing okay as well. Aquaman could come on for him. Who do we give an opportunity to as well? Let's bring Alya on for Ghazi, I think. So we've got one sub in case we get another injury. So we're into the last minutes of the game. Not a good time to concede, so hopefully this becomes our attack. And only our attack. Al-Beta sends Aquaman off on his bike. He's going to try and cut inside, and he's done so well. He's found Purev. Al-Beta finds Yassine, and Yassine puts the game beyond doubt with a beautifully worked goal. Which, to be fair, there were a lot of players involved in that. Al-Beta will get the assist. But Purev and Aquaman both equally important to that attack. So 2-0. Another fantastic win against a team who are in the higher division. And that tells me that we are capable of surviving at least in that top division. So that is a fantastic result. We do need to get, what was that? We got. So my team has been unbeaten in 30 games, but I think that classes across 2 teams because I was on a good unbeaten run with the Lions as well. But, I mean, absolutely amazing how we're doing. Genuinely, I cannot believe it. I just wanted to look on the Pro League and see where they were. I forgot what their name was. Is it them? Nah, can't be. Where are the fixtures? Let's go back to our fixtures. It was. We've just beaten the top team. We've got to win the league next year as well. We are going to be the number 1. We've got the players for it. We just absolutely schooled that team, and apparently they're the best in Jordan. Don't know why they called that as something different. It's Shabab Al-Arabi, and we absolutely tonked them. They currently sit 2 points clear at the top of the league. I mean, there's only 10 teams in the Pro League, so it's going to be a pretty lower fare. Only 18 games in the season, I assume. But the way we're playing, we'll walk that league as well. I mean, if I'm not hot property after this season, there's something wrong with this game. It's my first professional job. I've been around a couple of 2 or 3 sort of like amateur and semi-professional teams. My first professional season, and we are walking the league, and we're just not the best team in the country out of the cup. So reminding me that we need to put a job requirement out for an assistant manager. We might be losing our under 21s as well. So that's the advert out there. Hopefully somebody will come and do just as good a job as our previous guy. No idea what his name was. So we do need to make some of these guys contract offers. So let's get on with it. Squad. No. Training. No. Contract. Of course it's contract. Oh, he's got a contract extension. We'll trigger that and deal with it again next year. He's got one too. I mean, that's easier than having to negotiate with him, isn't it? Come on, mate. We've got to get promoted. Surely you want to stay with this team. So Albeta will be hard to replace. So squad player, that's something that I'm happy. Will he take fringe player? So he's not interested in that. So we'll offer him squad player. But he may want more money now because of that. Right, wage 140. To be honest, that's fine. I don't want him for super long. I don't think he's the sort of player who we are going to want forever in a day. He's 29 years old, so 2 years is fine by me. 140 quid I'm happy with. In fact, do we just give him 120? Just try and drop him down a little bit. I don't know if we want that in the clauses either. So let's get rid of that one and suggest. So he's not popped that back up, which is good. We will go 130 and we'll finalise the deal. And you know, he's a decent squad player. Not anything special, but this guy's got an extension, which is awesome. So we don't even have to negotiate his this year. And this goalkeeper, this is the guy who got injured, isn't he? Right, that makes sense. So he's 6 foot tall. He's got okay, but he is only 17 as well. So I think that we should trigger that extension with him. And we have a look at this guy. He's not quite fast enough for me, but he's got okay crossing and dribbling. 20 years old. I'm not sold on this one, to be honest. It would be handy if we could see how he was doing in the under 21s. I think what we'll do is, if he's got a contract, no, he hasn't. So we'll leave him for now and make a decision near the end of the season. So we should have narrowed that down. So let's see if we can tie down our under 21s manager. We'll give him exactly what he's asking for because he's actually wanted by another club. So that's that one dealt with. So he's on 110. So enter contract negotiations. So go back to 110. I'm happy to give him 120, but I would like him for 3 years. and he's happy with that on exactly the same wage. Wasn't expecting that, if I'm honest. So let's go to the next one. I think we're about to get Gambat as well. This is all a very exciting times. We're about to enter a new year. Get our second Lions player to come and join us here. So this guy's on 180 a week. And so we'll offer him a new contract. What is he on? Suggest. That's pretty much what I would have liked to have offered him. A little bit of a pay rise and 3 years on the clock. So we won't have to worry about that for 3 years. Whether we'll still be here in 3 years is another matter. I'm pretty certain we won't be. Especially if we do win the league next year. Because that would be just a ridiculous achievement. And I mean, Liverpool will be calling for me then because they desperately need a manager, don't they? Right, so we've got the performance analysis next. He's okay, and I mean I'm happy to work with the same guys over and over again. So we want to offer this guy a contract. Enter contract negotiations. 3 years. I've forgotten what he was earning before. 130. So if we go down to 130 and suggest, he took it. So that's nice, isn't it? We're doing very well here. Barely put anything onto this. So under 21 sports scientist. So offer contract. It's Dana Mobiadine. Enter contract negotiations. She wants 85. We'll offer 75, which is a bit of an improvement. Nearly there. I'm happy with that. So we'll go with that. That is perfect. So the only question really is whether we keep Barry or whatever his name was. Al-Barry, yeah. So now we've got youth contracts to consider. Hamza Al-Diabat. Like literally no way of seeing how they're doing in the youth performances, and that bugs me. Somebody told me you could see it here, but I can't see it. So actually, is only really poor stats are long shots, which is not the end of the world. Dribbling, which in that role is not the end of the world because he's going to be a deep line playmaker, so he's not going to dribble anyway. Long shots, not the end of the world. Off the ball, a little bit maybe. Teamwork, obviously, playmaker wants to be a good team player. Let's see if we could offer him a contract which isn't too much above what he's already on. He wants 120. We are a mile off each other at the moment, my friend. I just realised I've been offering him less loyalty bonus. That wasn't good. I'm beginning to wonder if I've been doing that with everybody. There's no wonder they've all accepted my contracts. Oh, I had one more youth to look at, but I don't think we're gonna be considering him. Although he looks okay. 6'4" goalkeeper with 7 command of the area at 18. Reflexes is the only disappointing one for me out of all of that. So he's on 55. We'll negotiate the contract. Do the right one this time. Suggest. So he's got to take 2-year contract. Not as long with him, but yeah, I think that's a reasonably good deal for Ahmed Al-Khalil. Jayid, very good. Jayid Jiddan, very good. A lot of people. Oh, should have sent him home. I think that's why everybody else is getting a cold, because I haven't been sending them home. We should stop moving these things around. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Here we are, January the 1st. We have a game coming up in just a couple of days. In fact, it's tomorrow, technically. So an abdominal strain. So we'll leave to... I mean, that is bad news, that, actually. So where's our under-21s player? So, squad. Under-21s. So we need to get him into the senior squad quick. Anybody else in there who we're missing? No. Don't think so. What's this all about? C+. We blew in top of the league and they didn't expect us to be. And we've got a C+ for the squad. What is going on? So if we look at the match prediction, we are favourites to win by more than half of the percentage. So I think they're beginning to recognise us as a good team now. Al-Arabi has left us, so we've now lost another member of our staff. What do I want to do? I want to go to club, staff, and coaching roles. Actions, place advert for... Hey, we could have another coach. So let's put in for a coach. And how do we get to the under 21s players? Surely you can get on here somewhere. Let's go to all staff. No. I mean, are you joking that we can't do it from there? Under 21s. Where do we put that for? Wonder if it's not my responsibility. And that's why I can't see it. Surely we should be able to do the youth staff. Responsibilities. Let's look at this now. Under 21s. Okay, so we've got an assistant manager. So it looks like, oh no, it's my responsibility. Let's delegate all of them to recommended. Since I can't find how to offer a job, we'll have to do it that way. I mean, some of this stuff is ridiculous. How do you offer a job to an under 21s person? Right, so we're finally at the match. That took a lot longer to get to. My goodness, look at all the players not available. We've got a player on international duty. Right, so no flow can come on for Aquaman. Albetar can come off. And old one is back. That is something that's good. So he's right-footed, and we've got him at the moment on the left. So Al-Hassana is left, so we want to swap them two over. Odd one is actually injured, but we're going to have to play him because we've got a suspension for our better defender. So a couple of our players were a little bit in awe, inspired by my team talk there. The rest no change in them whatsoever. We win this game, then we're even closer to that survival. We've got 10 games left, and we've got a good lead over third place. So to win this game should see us looking now at the stage where we've got as many games left as the points we are ahead, and we've got a goal in the first 4 minutes of the game. Al-Arabi with the goal, Bani Yassin, and that was from a corner. Throw-in, sorry, I thought it was a corner. But Bani Yassin cuts inside, keeps the ball in, and plays it across, and Al-Arabi tucks it home nicely. 1-0. I mean, these strikerless formations are absolutely outstanding. So, Alcoalda for them. Charging forward. He goes for goal, but it's straight at Sokon, the keeper, and off we go. Come on, Abu Sokhan. Al Hazanat. End of highlight. We are top of the league. We are top of the league. The Jedi, they've got a Jedi. That's cheating. No way, they've got a Jedi, and now they've gone and scored it. The force is against us. That's just not fair. I mean, who is this Jedi? I mean, that is just like uncalled for. Not having that. I wonder how much he's worth. So, another throw-in from the same area, and we've very nearly got the same result, just from a very differently worked move. A great cross to the far post, and Al-Arabi won the header. The keeper made the save. Bani Yassin with a free kick in a dangerous area. And he's put it in just the right spot. And Bani Yassin, having a fantastic game, has given us a 2-1 lead after 35 minutes. The keeper pointed exactly where he was going to put it, and he put it in a perfect place. Could have gone a couple of inches higher if he'd have needed, but it was enough to beat the keeper, Adnan. Whatever, so... So delighted with the performance. Off we go for the second half. Check it on the guys. Odwan is injured, so we don't want to play him for too long. So it'd be nice if we could get another couple of goals, get ourselves clear of him, and then we can take Odwan off. So a goal kick in the 57th minute. We win the ball back with Khatib, Aquaman. Pulls it back to Ghazi, plays the ball to Purev. Khatib, Ghazi, and Banyassin. Banyassin's gone for goal, hit the crossbar. That was close. The highlight hasn't ended yet. Adnan with the long ball forward. We win the header and send it back. Yassin goes back to Khatib. Khatib finds Ghazi. Aquaman. Purev's away. Was he onside? No, he wasn't. Bit of a surprise, really. He's usually pretty good at keeping onside, is Purev. He's having a poor game, though, it's got to be said. So here's Purev again. Plays a nice ball out to Mansour. Mansour will swing the ball in eventually, or go back to Khatib. Khatib, far post, Aquaman with the header. And the two inside forwards have done the business today. So let's get that injured defender, Al-Arabi, off. I think, to be honest, I think we take Purev off and put Mohammed on as a target forward. Out of possession, he can stay, he can drop back. No, let's keep him up there in a position that he's reasonably okay at. So, as we come back in, Al-Abzi's about to stick it in the back of the net, but he just didn't quite apply the finish. It's not very often that Purev gets taken off in disgrace, but it gives Mohammed an opportunity. I'd like to see him have a shot at some point. I think in every substitute appearance he's had, he's not really done anything. Oh, trying to get this to work and it's not working. Whoa, pause. Bani Yassin, we want Mohammed. That's Al-Absi. Why won't you pause the game? There we go, we got him. So here comes the Jedi again. Every time he gets involved, they go and score. And there we go. Oh, the keeper's made an awesome save there. Shuibot with a free kick. And that wasn't a bad effort. Mansour hoofs it away. Mohammed steaming down the pitch at 4 miles an hour, which is most people's walking speed. They've actually had a lot of chances. I didn't realise that. I would say that we've won this, but not been particularly good. So, maybe one last attack. Ghazi gives it to Al-Absi. Al-Absi wouldn't give it to Mohammed and lost the ball as a reason. Now, Jedi has space in front of himself. Get it? Space. And Jedi with the shot. Straight at the keeper. He didn't quite have time to put the force into that one. Bend it out of the way of the keeper. And that is it. Final score 3-1. We'll take that. Well done. Well done. A good win for us. I mean, we had quite a lot of injuries in that game, so that's 5 wins in a row as well. Dr. Benji would be partying with that one, wouldn't he? I mean, just saying, Dr. Benji, if you were to ever see this, but just have a look at my fixtures, because we are on our second, if not third, 5-winning streak in the same season. Look at this. We got 8 in a row there. And technically, we got 7 in a row there. Top half of the table. Absolutely nothing for this team. So we're 16 games into the season now. We have a 9-point lead over third place, and we are still unbeaten. So Badia seems injured, but he should be back for the next game because he's only out for a couple of days, and we've got 12 days to kill. What I would like to check is when Gambat's going to turn up because he's going to put a cat among the pigeons with our team selection. So if we go recruitment and we go transfer activity, would it be that one? No, obviously not. Transfer history. Where are you, Gambat? Why can't I see when he's coming? All transfers. Future transfers. Ah, there we go. We've got it. So the 14th, and we're on the 6th. So Gambat is coming soon. And I mean, he's 18 now. He's aged again. But he's a good little player. He's not going to be the player dislodging Katim, but we may be heading towards playing our old Lions tactic. So what's going on now? Al-Kawama. Uh, Abdul Al-Kawamala. They're not trying to nick Kawamala Harris off me, are they? They are. What is going on there? Trigger extension. Get your hands off my man. They're not having him. Still 8 days to go. Come on. We're going to have a Gambat in the club before we play the next game, aren't we? Wonder how our finances are doing, because we were struggling quite a bit. That'll be worth a quick check when it comes back onto the portal. A little bit up on where we were. We were down to minus 122. Have we got a projection here, or do we have to click on that bit? Oh, projections. So the projections for the balance is 313,000. I mean, that is quite scary, really, isn't it? I don't think we'll keep the youth players this season. If they're as bad as what they say they are, we might just stay as we are. So Bani Yassin has been taken ill, and he's out. He's probably out for the next match. It could be a good job that we've got Gambat coming in, and he could be thrust straight into action because of Bani Yassin's illness. So apparently we're attracting interest in takeover. What's this? So Aquaman, somebody wants to buy him, but they're going to have to give me a lot of money if they want him. So respond. I'm open to selling him, but it's got to be at the right price. And that price will be a lot higher than what they would like to pay. So assistant manager, who wants to be our assistant manager? He looks pretty good. He looks okay, not as good. And I like that guy. To be honest, he looks like the guy that I want. He doesn't play my tactics. That's the only negative. But yeah, I'm gonna offer him the contract. Corey wants a big wage. Wilder is taken ill, so I've done it again and treated him at the club. It's no wonder all of our guys are getting ill. I think it's these top two are the best ones, but I think this guy just about wins it because of his ability to work with youngsters, and he does have roughly the sort of teams that I'm playing at the moment. So actions, approach to sign. We might not be able to sign him. So let's put that as non-negotiable. Uh, what do we do? How could we offer him something that is a bonus? Uh, how about 45%? Let's suggest that. I can't give it you, man, because he won't let me. And for some reason, I can't adjust whatever it says because it goes up there and I can't see it. We found the bug. Wow, I didn't think we were going to get him, if I'm honest, but that is a bonus because I did not think we could get him then. So we've got a lot of players being taken ill. It's all my fault. Ghazi's out now. We're going to have to send him home. I think we've been making a mistake not sending these guys home. So it is the start of the transfer window. And here comes Gambat. Hopefully him and Purev will be good friends and that will help him settle in. So we're moving to the senior squad because he is coming straight in. So if we go to registration, Gambat needs putting in the team. In he goes. We've still got one space as well. Confirm. Question now is how many players are we going to be missing when we come to this game? So we've improved our coaching setup now. We've also got ourselves a new assistant manager, and here's my issue with this guy is that I think he's really good, and really he would probably be better than the two players that I play. But both of them are so consistent that I just can't see him getting into the game. But he has a contract extension, so if we do that, we won't lose him. I think we need to look at the squad and see who's got a contract extension, who well, not them personally, but their contracts are expiring. So let's go to that. Go to contract. Insert a column with transfer. Oh, contract clauses. And expires on the 32nd. So we'll trigger that clause. We can't trigger this guy because he's not ours, is he? So Mansour and Hassan Ahmed. I mean, he needs to reconsider this. Because, I mean, if he looks at where we are as a team, he should be definitely reconsidering uh, what he needs to be doing. Because this is going to be a good top division team next season, and it'd be even better if he'd stay. So again, we're easy favourites for this. It is an away game. I wouldn't like to say that we're guaranteed to win. But it's going to be Gambat's opening performance for us. Let's hope that he can shine. It will take him a while to settle in properly, but we are going to start with him because of Yassine being suffering with flu. And Ghazi, of course, is off as well. So you can come in. Hassanat's going out. So Rawabda can go in. He's right-footed. And he's right-footed, so Yassine can come out and Gambat can go in. Mijali's back, which is good. So we'll put him into on the bench. Albita can come back as well. Who do we drop out? Al Hasnat. Oh no, he wasn't in there already. So it's Kawamala, isn't it? Kawamala Harris. So no Flow's still out injured for now. He will be back in about 7 days to 2 weeks. Just double check. whoever put Gambat because I don't think he's in the right position. No, no, we want to swap him and Katim. Khatib, not Katim. Khatib. Right, so we've got to give him a squad number. 16 is what it is, and off we go. Gambat is going to be the subject of our scrutiny today. Hopefully, he'll be up to it. He's now 18. Should be starting to get a little bit more consistent. That's right, and there he is. I've just realised something. By the fact he stood there, when we've adjusted his position, we didn't adjust the in possession as well. So, yes, so I think that's right. Yeah, so I'm happy with that now. So even though we're the away team, we are the favourites here. So Gambat is highlighted as a player. And he will get the ball here. The first time we see him on the ball. Plays a nice ball to Al-Arabi. Good overlap from Mansour. He's got players waiting. Aquaman, I think, might have been offside. He's volleyed it in. A beautiful goal. And the flag has not gone up. And we lead. What a finish that was. Left-footed volley. Mansour must have got himself ahead of him, though, because he looked ahead of the defence. And look at that. Beautiful. So Mansour has the ball, gives it to Aouya. Gambat is being closely marked there, I noticed. Al-Arabi has won the ball, and there's a real opportunity. He charges forward. He's got Purev waiting in the centre. He goes alone when he should have passed it. How many times have we had to say that this season with these inside forwards? But they've scored enough goals for us to forgive them, I suppose. So they are bringing it forward this time. Gambat needs to show a little bit more desire when he's off the ball here. He's put himself in a good position there to stop the cross, but they did manage to get it away. Not totally his fault there, but Al-Bater hooks the ball away. And that was a little bit of a dangerous attack. And it's not over yet. Yes, it is. Al-Arabi lost the ball. And this could be their attack again. They're beginning to get themselves into this game, which is not a good sign when you're only 1-0 up. Oh, that long ball has found its mark, and that's 1-1. Thoroughly deserved. Not impressed with that at all. At least Gambat wasn't anything at fault there. Al-Arabi, if anything, losing the ball. So we're going very attacking for the second half. So I would like this highlight to end, please. It's not going to. They're going to get a chance. This could be the game we lose, and it's not a game we were expected to lose. So Sokon, long ball forward. Nobody going to challenge it, but Alya Aquaman. Aquaman bringing the ball forward. Comes back to Gambat. Plays Alya Hurev. Nice back heel to Al-Arabi. To Alya, to Al-Arabi, but the footing from them and the counter-attack is on again. Oh dear, this is not looking good at all. Great save from the keeper. We are going to make a little bit of an instruction change here. And that is our defensive line. Out of possession. Defensive line. We're going to drop to a lower defensive line. We are just a little bit at risk on the counter-attack. So that is the change that we will make. Another quiet game from Purev so far. And Gambat's obviously had a quiet game, but it was to be expected. He's only a young player, so. So Nasri to take the goal kick. It's not a very good one, and Aquaman is away and through and put the ball over. Oh dear. We're going to see the corner though. Al-Beta. Purev. Cuts inside. Goes for goal and over the bar. Come on, guys. What are you doing? He's going for the long kick, which is not what I want. Oh, he's done a long throw, actually, which is a little bit more accurate. Purev plays a beautiful ball to Al-Arabi. Can he put the finish? Yes, he can, and we're 2-1. I thought this game was going to go against us, but somehow we've actually managed to get through. Purev's stats should improve now because he got the assist, but it was a super pass, wasn't it? Look at that. Absolutely inch perfect. That is good vision from Purev. I mean, 6.9. It's not the greatest, but I think he might be coming into the game now. Al-Beta looks tired, so we might make a couple of changes. In fact, he's the only one really tired, so we'll take him off. I might give Katasha a go. He's Purev has done well and got the assist, boosted his mark up a little bit, but he's not had a great game apart from that pass, really. And that's it. We didn't see another highlight, so not going to complain too loudly. We've won another game. And we'll take that win. Absolutely delighted. Oh, hear me. Oh, getting tired now. We need to sort of plan this out now so that we have got another stream to finish the season. If we play too many games, so if we look at this now, we're 9 points clear of second place, 10 points clear of third place, but that is a team with a game in hand. So we're still not actually pulling away from the teams, but we are getting to the stage now where there's only 9 games left and we're 9 points clear. So, um, what are we talking there? We've got 3 games, so 6 more wins would be enough to see us promoted. If you look at the teams we've got to play, most of the ones that we should be beating are in the near future. So we've got Etihad, we've got Ada Club in the cup, Ada Club in the league, and Sahab. Sahab are mid-table, but again, we've got more than double their points, so we should be beating them. Still got to play Asala and Carmel. And I think by the time we play the tough games, which are the Kora and Al Sarhan, I think this could be done and dusted. But what I think we'll aim to do is we'll play this game and the cup game, and then we'll knock it on the head for today. So a couple more games, and that'll do for today. We'll have enough games to enjoy the running, and hopefully it should be quite easy. I think it'll be done and dusted before those tough games towards the end. I think the fixture schedule has worked out really favourable to us if we can maintain this run. So that's got to be the target, is to maintain this run. Serious. Shh. That is 30 in total. So let's negotiate that and see what they say to that. So I do think that Purev, maybe it's time to rest him a little. Although I don't really want to. Ghazi is. We've got to get Bani Yassim back in. So if we take Ahmed out, bring Gamba off, and put the combined or in possession, out of possession. So I think that's how we want that. Yes, I'm happy with that. These three have got a really good sort of like relationship going on there. So No Flow is able to come back into the squad as well. And Ghazi as well. So we've got to try and find places for these on the bench. So let's get rid of the keeper. That'll make life a bit easier. It's not very often you need that, so. Bit of reverse psychology. I'm going to try defensive. And now we'll move to balanced after about 15 minutes. We've avoided conceding an early goal, but we're not getting very much possession. Although it is improving now, admittedly. And if we've not had anything by sort of like the last 10 minutes of the half, we'll try attacking. So we have a highlight on the 33rd minute. Here comes Al-Adwan. Mansour. What is Mansour going to do with it? He gives it to Aouya. Has it back. Plays the ball forward to Al-Absi. Good control with the chest. He's charging through. Slotted it just wide, but it was a good attempt. Lovely little flick with the chest there, wasn't it? So we've not been good enough, I would say. We need to improve. I think we give it 10 more minutes and then we go attacking. We are the home team, so we want to be... In fact, let's do it. Let's go for it. Come on, boys. Get forward. Get that ball in the goal. Purev it again. 6.2 again. In fairness to him, though, he's not the only one. mean, we're going all out now. If we lose this game, it'll be a disaster. So nothing's happening. Some of these players are getting removed in disgrace. Ghazi, no flow for Aquaman. I mean, the players are absolutely shocking. Gambat for Aoya. And if we put that combined on and swap Khatib and Gambat. We're still on very attacking. We're going for it. And we're not getting any highlights at all. We've dropped a positive for the last few minutes. Try not to concede a goal in the last. This is a very disappointing result. So Gambat plays Yassim. Yassim charging into the box. At the far post, Ghazi's hit the crossbar and Yassim has kicked it out for a throw-in. Can you believe that? So 0-0, not a good result. Possibly letting everybody back into this. We are still unbeaten, that is one thing. But that really was a frustrating performance by the team there. I think Purev is looking at getting dropped now. That's 3 games in a row where he's been well below par. So let's look at where we are in terms of the league. If I can get us there. Just show me the league table, will you? So, with the top 3 teams having 18 games, we're still 10 points clear of Dokura. So that's a relief. And so we've actually gained a point on Dokura despite failing to win against one of the lower teams. Matan SC, they look like they're going to come up with us as well. Are now only 5 points behind us. So they've certainly benefited from that draw. So we can put all that to one side for the cup match that's coming up. We could make a few changes for this as well. I think Ghazi will definitely be coming in if he's not been sold by then. Salt, I've come in with an offer for him. I mean, 30k would wipe out a third of our debt. And that's why we've got to consider it as a possible, sorry, not a third, a quarter of our debt. So we have got to consider that offer if it comes. So I think we're going to have to accept that. I don't want to. So Garcia may well be gone before we play Ada Club. Just want to see Ghazi's stats before we see the back of him. Unfortunately, I think he will go. I wonder if he'll consider a new contract as well. No, he's not likely to accept a contract. So if we look at how he's played for us, he's actually not got as many goals as I thought. But he's got 2 goals and 3 assists. But to be fair, he has been sort of like pushed out by Purev. He's much better on his mentals than Purev, but not much difference in terms of the attacking attributes. Slightly faster than Purev. Good jumping reach, and he's reasonably tall as well. So they were the advantages he had. I'd like to play him in the cup game if he's still here, but no, he's not going to be. But I'd be tempted to delay the transfer for a week just to let us have him for that cup match. Let's do that. So we've done that specifically so we can use him in this cup game. Let's hope that he can perform one last time for us. Hello, you. This is my dog, Sirius. Come up to say hello. What you got to say for yourself? Hey, what you got to say for yourself? Right, so for the cup game, we want Ghazi to play, and we definitely want Gambat to play. We'll give Al-Khateem a rest. I think I might give Kwamala a go as well, or Alya. So I think if we can win this, then I think we've got a real good chance of the final. We are taking a bit of a risk by giving a couple of the bigger name players a rest. Right, so where's Gambit? Where are you, my friend? Am I looking at the wrong team? Is that why I can't find him? Yes, I am. 16, that was him, wasn't it? So good ball, Aquaman. Hit the far post. Unlucky. Nice start. That's what first thing we can say. I mean, early doors, 5 shots to their none, 60% possession. Not bad, but they're beginning to come back into it now. Oh, Bani Yassim, good shot, good save from Taha. So Walid Awad has given them the lead. It's the first shot that they've had. It's come direct from a hoof forward by the goalkeeper, and that is really annoying. So we're going very attacking. Gamba plays the ball forward to Mansour. Al-Arabi plays a great ball forward. Ghazi. Ah, Ghazi. I thought that was going to be the perfect send-off. Gamba, long ball forward. Aquaman will not get there. I don't know whether he thinks he was offside or something. It's coming back, and Walid Awad is on his way again, and we are so susceptible to the counter-attack. Oh, come on, guys. This is going to be our first defeat of the season, and it's in a really important cup game against a team we should be beating. What's going on with this? It's 3-0, but it didn't... I don't quite know what was going on there. But it's shown us a third goal that it never showed us before. And it's game over already, really, isn't it? So we're going to change to our previous tactic. And Al-Arabi can swap with Aquaman there, and the Gambak can come off for Purev. Purev prefers that other position, so we'll move him across to there. Oh, this is a disaster. Absolute disaster. I'm not even going to speak to the players. Let them sulk for 15 minutes. It's up to them now to try and pull something back. And we need to get going at this now. We need to be chucking the kitchen sink at them. I mean, I think this is going to end up about 5-0. That's my prediction. So Aquaman is not running for the ball. Right, he's coming off. That's twice now that he's done that. Ghazi's playing shockingly. Khatib will come on for Kwamala. So we've got the best players on the pitch. And that's all 3 subs, so I don't think we can make any more. Muhammad Ali. That should have been another one. I don't know who that player was sliding in then, but he's pushing for a red, I think. Everything has gone wrong in this game, and we have been turned over and made to look really poor. Purev finds Al-Arabi. Squares it, and Ghazi has scored. And that's 1 goal back. If we can get another in the next 10 minutes, I think we could begin to dream. He looked offside then. I would say he was offside myself. But Ghazi with a good finish there. It will be possibly his final goal for the club unless he can score any more in the next few minutes. Right, it's looking like we're not going to get back in this. Yassim. Finds Al-Arabi. Finds Ghazi. Where's Purev? What are you doing, Purev? I don't know what's going on with Purev. He just wasn't interested in getting forward then. At all. Al-Khatib finds Purev. Purev plays a good ball to... Well, I don't know what's going on with the players. They're just not running. No flow. Picks it up on the wing. Gets across in. Purev. The lack of effort again. But this is going to be very frustrating, isn't it? Ghazi. They've lost the ball. Counter-attack's on. This could be 4. Oh, Purev's actually won the ball back there. And is steaming in the box. Ghazi's waiting. He slots it home. I think it counts. And Ghazi has pulled us right back into this. One more goal and we've pulled it back to parity. And it was onside as well. So, we're getting a little bit more interested now. I imagine that'll be the last highlight because of it, but there is a highlight coming. At the moment, unfortunately, it's theirs. Come on, guys, we need that ball. Oh no, Mohamed's through. Game over. Oh. We have defended so poorly today. Oh, Ghazi's through. Gets his hat-trick. And what a... No way was that offside. What a joke. He was miles onside then. So I'm making sure that they know that I'm not happy there. And it could affect our morale quite badly. But we've got out of the cup with an absolute whimper. We've got to play that same team again. And if we were to lose in the league, that would put us in real danger of failing to get promoted. And from this position, that would just be unacceptable. I mean, if you look at us now, we are 8 points clear of 3rd place. So we could afford 2 slip-ups in the course of the next 8 games. So, but 6 wins in that 8 would guarantee us promotion. Let's hope that we can do it. I'm going to leave it there, knock it on the head. Thank you very much for watching. Those that have popped in and said hello in the chat, I appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.